go right into it. Today is day 18 of Self-Love Challenge. I'm so glad that you're here. It's Sunday, and I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful day, regardless of rain or sunshine. So here we are. We're going to take in a nice deep breath this morning just to get started by using our arms, our hands. Inhale for 5, and then exhale. Again, and inhale. And of course, we've been doing this breath and movement now for the past 17 days. This makes 18, right? This is wonderful. And then inhale for 15 minutes a day. In the morning when you wake up, you're activating your body, you're letting go of all of that stagnant energy, and then you're just renewing yourself before you start your day. So again, we're inhaling and exhaling. And we've been doing this through our movement by way of, as you can see, our arms are going up and then they're coming down. So that's really circulating the energy. So this type of movement, as well as tapping, which really stimulates all of that energy in the body, and just really focusing on loving ourselves, right? Creating positive energy for ourselves as we start our day, and exhaling. As we know, the breath is so calming, especially when we're very conscious of it. It keeps us in the present state of mind, which is a great thing. Keeps us from all of that thinking that we do in today's world. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, I want you to just shake down some of that energy through the fingers. We've talked a lot about the hands, especially the palm area of the hands, just being so magnetic and healing. It just holds so much great energy there. We use our hands for so many things. And of course, we have lots of energy points in the body. We've been trying to really focus in on those energy points so that we can learn just how the body functions and how we can get the best out of our bodies, right? Because we are quite unlimited beings, but we're taught just to be in a box these days, and it's a shame. All right, so you're shaking that energy down. Let's start at the top of the head as we usually do. And we're just going to tap and open up our crown chakra this morning, allowing for some fresh energy to come into the brain. Yes. Inhale and exhale for 5. And these are just strategies that we've been doing that we can just make this be our sort of our regular daily focus on loving ourselves early in the morning when we wake up. So hopefully when we end on our 21st day that you're able to continue some of these things. And again, we're tapping with love, with love. Come down and around to the ear. All of these are acupuncture points. The acupuncturist will often, for headaches and for all kinds of things, they'll go ahead and they'll put those tiny, tiny needles in the head. You really can't feel them. A lot of people think that, these needles hurt, and they don't. What they do is they just open up the circulation. But tapping can do that as well, and that's why we're tapping, right? I'm tapping at the base of the skull right here. That's where our brainstem is, right? And this is where we hold a lot of those thoughts, and they just get stagnant in that area. So when you wake up in the morning and you're tapping this, and you're tapping the top of your head, it's a nice way to just calm down all the thoughts in the brain that goes on. So it's a good way of just calming ourselves before we start our day. Coming down to the neck area. And we're going to go to the chest, because when we talk about breath and movement, of course, our breath comes from our lungs, right? And so lots of things get blocked here. All that energy gets blocked right there in the chest. And so be kind to yourself, but I am tapping so that I can feel that vibration all the way to the upper back there. That's how much a vibration that I'm feeling. And you're inhaling and you're exhaling. I'm talking to you, but I hope that you are breathing using that 5-5 count that we've talked about. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. And I just call this my energy shower in the morning because I like to hit under the arms there where all those lymph nodes and meridian channel is right there. And this is when it's stagnant, it can just cause a lot of pain in the body sometimes, especially up and around the shoulders where we carry a lot of stress. So we're just bringing down and letting go of all of that stagnant energy this morning. And again, I hope you're breathing as you're tapping back to the chest. Let's do the shoulders a little bit too, because this is where we hold all of our stress, right in here for most of us, right? So we want to tap the shoulders. When we're tapping the shoulders, let that energy that we're trying to let go come out through the hand by tapping right there on the shoulder. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling. And just sweep that stale energy out. There you go. Let's do the other side. Same thing. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling. Letting it go. Right? Inhale for 5. And exhaling. And smile. You know, when you have a spongy face, you're resisting, and that energy that you're trying to let go, it just stays right there. So smile and enjoy your body. Enjoy who you are. And just let that go. Shake out. Hope your chest feels a little more open. We're going to do a little bit more for the chest this morning. We're going to start by just opening up. So we're twisting in the upper spine here, and then we're going to open the chest in a minute. Our spines get really tight because we sit a lot, right? We get so sedimented sometimes in what we do. Now, open the chest and contract. Inhale, contract. Inhale, open the chest. Contract. Hope you're breathing. Inhale. Let go of all that stale. One more time. Inhale. I'm moving kind of fast this morning and going from head to toe because I want to get down on the floor in a little bit. One more. And exhaling. And let's shake that chest a little bit, just releasing all of that we've moved around. Ha, 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 and letting that out. Ha, 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 ha. Good, good. Shake it down, shake it down. All right, we're going to do a little bit of tapping in our intestinal area. That really gets clogged up for us, right? And so we're going to start by tapping our solar plexus a little bit, and you're breathing, inhaling, and you're exhaling. For some of you that have been on every day, this should be part of your routine. We do a lot of these things together in the morning, and it's so nice to just do this collectively, right? But you know that the recording will be there for you once we're done, and you can do your 21 days all over again if you choose to. So we're tapping in this area. This area oftentimes is very sensitive. It is the seat of our willpower. And so we do want it to be nice and loosened up, giving it some love there because I know it's quite sensitive. We don't do much with this area, but it's an area to pay attention to. So, you know, we talk about understanding how the body works from the inside out. So breathe into that. Inhale and exhale. And just pay attention to what you're feeling there. Is it sensitive? Does it hurt? That means you just need to give it more attention. Okay. We're going to go over to the liver, inhaling and exhaling. Again, all of these areas get really, really stagnant sometimes because we're just not moving that energy around. And this is also the seat of our emotion, right here at the core, where I'm tapping. That's where our emotion sits. So we have two brains. I'm sure you heard of that before, right? The brain in our head and then the brain in our gut, right? And it needs love, it needs attention. That energy needs to move around for you. Going back to the liver, how does that liver feel when you're tapping? Okay, again, it's giving you an indication, maybe it needs more attention, more love. So to practice 15 minutes every morning is a great thing to do to start your day. Let's go over to the tummy, to the stomach area, right in there, tapping. And how does that feel? Right? Just pay attention to how you're feeling. Doesn't mean to tense up even more. It means to accept what's going on and then to address that. And again, this helps 15 minutes in the morning, helps to address all of that. Right? I'm tapping in the core. And I'm going to go down because I'm sure my phone is going to go off shortly. 15 minutes goes by really fast. So inhale and exhale as you're taking a seat on the floor. Hoping you can see me okay. I think you can. All right. So I'm going to turn this way. And the very first thing that I'm doing is I'm going to release all the stagnant energy in the knees. And so when I'm tapping the back of the knees, it's actually a release for the knees all the way around in general. And so this is the tapping of the knees, and just rest back. But I want you to breathe as you're doing that. Okay. And what we don't finish down on the floor today, we'll continue tomorrow. All right. But this is a great thing to do in the mornings as well, right? You're inhaling for 5 and you're exhaling for 5. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. Inhaling and exhaling. And I want to show you a little something with the feet that when you're in bed at night, you're ready to go to sleep, but you've had such a busy day and it's kind of hard to calm down. One of the things that will really help you to calm down is what you see me doing here now. I'm tapping the toes. Believe it or not, it brings all of that energy down to the feet and out of the head with all of those thoughts and thinking. And so, I might do this for 3 or 4, even 5 minutes, because it also helps for that energy to circulate in the feet, right? And in the lower part of the body. Okay. And we don't circulate our feet much. We walk on our feet, we use our feet as our foundation, but we don't give our feet that much love and attention, unfortunately. But this is a way that, again, you can calm yourself down and sleep very well, actually, right? Try it. I want you to tell me whether or not if it works for you. All right, so I just wanted to kind of show you that. I do want to go and end with a nice sitting position. Pull your legs in if you can. And then just let's shake down a little bit. Inhale and exhale. Now, before we end, what I want you to do is to put your one hand on the knee, the other hand behind you, and just twist and look behind you. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to do the other side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good.
And as I say in yoga, which means union, we say namaste. Namaste. Have a beautiful Sunday. I'm going to see you tomorrow on day 19 and just sending lots of love. Love yourself all day today. Okay, you promise?